Hey howdy hey partners, really excited because we're going to look at all of my movie accurate Woodies. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
Excited to be back again to talk about my Woodies together, to look at the comparison between all my movie accurate Woodies that I've worked on. I started on this journey a long time ago now. I want to say it's coming upon 3 years. So I was always working hard to improve Woody from what we got from Thinkway Toys. I wanted the prop Andy had in the film, but we never got it from a toy company. So what I did is I set on a mission to figure out how can I make a movie accurate Woody like we should have gotten from a toy company, but we never did. So this is the Woody that I first made with my friend JC Alva. I had no idea what I was doing, and he helped me make this one. Second one, my friend from Brazil, not a toy company, helped me complete this body, but he also needed to make improvements because there's just things about it I didn't quite like, and it was the best that I had. But then this one, 3.0, I loved it the best because it's brand new body, brand new redesigned head sculpt that looks more improved. I had to swap the body out recently to get an even better one. So it's 3.5. I call this Woody 3.5 because I made that body swap. So that's why I have 3 editions, because I feel I wanted this to begin with, what I ended up with, but I had to start here to get there. And it's been a very long journey, very expensive journey. I've spent a lot of money on this, but it's worth it at the end of the day to see the progress that I made from my first attempt here to what I have now in 2022. And I'm very grateful for my friends in the Toy Story community who helped make my dreams come true and become a reality, because I believe this is the best movie accurate Woody you can have right now based on what we have right now from all of the Toy Story custom community. This is my labor of love with the help of my friends, and I really couldn't be more proud of what you see here for these 3 movie accurate Woodies. And I'm never going to sell them because it is a snapshot of my progress over the years of how I started and where I ended up. So I'm always going to keep these in my collection because they're rare, one of a kind, one of one in the whole world, and they're very special to me and my collection. Here we have 1.0, 2.0, and 3.5, I call it, but these are the movie accurate hats that I have. They all are Thinkway Toys, you can tell because of the holes in the back. This is the 2010 white logo. This is the 2009 cloud pattern, so you can see the holes are still there, that didn't change. And then this is the not a toy company, no holes at all, and it's gonna have a leather finish, so it kind of looks like leather, because Woody's hat in the movie is supposed to be leather, although it does look cleaner like this animation. As you saw the animation get better, you can tell it was leather, so I do like that. And I also like the coloring better on this one. I think it's darker in the movie. It's not as bright as these are, but that's always open to interpretation. I do have the same polyvinyl stitching in all of them. However, this is a real leather cord, I think, on these 2. And this one is kind of like a fake polyvinyl as well. Plastic, I think, but it looks the same. It's very similar. The sizing and the coloring is not that far off and different. You notice I didn't do a felt mod for the first one because it was a Thinkway Toys head, and I didn't feel like the paint would rub off. But then later on we did custom paint it, so it hasn't rubbed off though. So maybe you don't need the felt mod. Maybe it's just my paranoia that I want to ruin the toys. But for safety, if you want to add felt like I did, I highly recommend it, especially if you live in a place that gets really cold or hot. You never know, temperature changes with custom paint could come off or rub off. So that's why I have the felt, to protect the paint so it doesn't do that. And I think it just adds another layer of safety and protection personally. But yeah, that's a look at all my movie accurate Woody hats and what I've done. Obviously, I think this is the best one of my latest 3.5 because there's no holes on the back. This is actually a Thinkway Toys huggable plush head that the eyebrows were taken off, sanded off. Then my friend JC Alva put epoxy clay to mold it and look straight like the movie. Everything else was left the same. The only thing we added was the blush on the cheeks and the lips. That was definitely added. And then the customs, these are 3D printed files. So these were painted from scratch completely. So that is definitely a big difference. So that's why the face shape of this Woody is going to be a little different, because it's actually Thinkway Toys sculpt that has been modified. And these were redesigned in a computer to look more accurate like the movie. That is open to interpretation. So everyone's going to have their favorites and what they think is the best, because they all are similar, but yet you can tell there is a lot of differences, especially with the painting. Here, the slide decals, the water ones on the eyes, were a little too reddish, and I got a lot of complaints. So I went back to my friend in Brazil, Not a Toy Company. He fixed that for me. So when I got my 3.0 or the 3.5, you can see that the pupils are now more brown, not red. These are very dark brown. I think they're too dark brown. This is a nice balance of kind of a lighter brown. You know, this was a good attempt, but it doesn't really look like Woody from Toy Story 2 to me. This one definitely looks closer, and this one I think looks closest. But like I said, this is always open to interpretation. You know that Woody in the movies changes a lot. His head sculpts and face and features do change between Toy Story 1 through 4. And that's something that we should consider when you're making your movie accurate Woody. Kind of have to determine which look are you going for, because they're all different. Here's a side profile of my 1.0, 2.0, and 3.5, and you can just see the hairlines here. I think I like these better on the first one. They got less subtle as time went on, but in the movie sometimes Woody doesn't have bright hairlines, I noticed. It does change depending on the lighting and shadowing of the movie and what movie it is. It does look different. So I'm actually not unhappy with any of these. I think they're all great in their own ways. They're just all a bit different because of the skin coloring, the shape, and things that were improved with time. And this is Thinkway Toy Sculpt, which is good, but it wasn't truly movie accurate. It was very close, but the eyebrows were off, of course. And this was repainted and the hairlines were added because it didn't come like that for the huggable plush head for Toy Story 4 2019 movie promotion. Here's the back of the hairline so you can see a little bit more detailed. You can tell how more pronounced they are, and then they start fading. I really do think J.C. Alba did an incredible job here. I like his so far the best from this 3 lineup. I wish my 3.5 had that, and then it could be a little bit more accurate, a little more perfect, because this is just spot on. It reminds me of what we got from Thinkway Toys for the collection line, and that's what he was trying to replicate, and it looks really nice. Here's the other side profile of Woody, so you can just see more of the differences between the 3. Here at the top of the head, so you can see the hairlines up close for the detail on the top. Again, JC Alpha really outshines here with that talent. Look at those hairlines. I think they look the best, most professionally applied, as opposed to these. They look okay, but you know, at the end of the day, it just really depends on style, preference, and difference of what you prefer. But I think I'm going to hand it to JC Alva. Those hairlines look really good over there on the left, and I wish I had the same thing going on for 3.5 over here, as this is my current favorite Woody in my collection. Moving on to the rest of Woody, with the jeans, vest, and all the details that you see here, I definitely agree that the magnetic mod is very cool. You can take off the badge, it's a magnet, sticks right back on, no issues, and like Toy Story 4, you can probably put it on Jessie if she has a magnet, and there you go. But that's for convenience. If you truly want to go for movie accurate, which I'm crazy enough to do, I got a metal pin, a real metal pin on this one. In case you missed it in my last video, I actually put a real metal pin behind Woody, because we know in Toy Story 4 when he takes off his badge, he had a real metal pin that he then stabbed into Jessie so that Jessie could have the badge. So I customized that. My friend Not a Toy Company from Brazil made this badge. It's incredible. I love the detail and the texturized, and the color is perfect, but it just needed that pin because that was truly movie accurate. And this is one of my proudest features for the new Woody that I have. Now the shirt color. So this is a white logo 2010 collection Woody from USA. This is a 2009 Brazil, also 2009 Brazil. This is the old used version. This is the brand new version of that. This one I bought used. I had to wash it. It got faded. I had to repaint the jeans because it was in pretty bad condition. But the one thing I do like about this Woody is that his arms are floppier. Because he's an older used doll, he's more ragdoll, and his arms are worn in, and I like the fading on the yellow. It makes it look more movie accurate in that way. But the vest is in pretty bad shape. I had to paint this with Sharpie to make it more black because the vest was too faded, and that's something I didn't like. So that was much improved with this brand new one because this was a brand new condition, rare 2009 body. So I got very lucky finding this because it's super rare to find these, but even more rare to find them in brand new condition like this one because it was mint condition from the factory. So I was very lucky to get this one. And you can see the white logo, the yellow is a little too orangey. I think that it's not accurate. It looks too orangey. This one looks too faded yellow, but I think this new one is the perfect balance between these two. That's why this one's my personal favorite. I think the vest is brand new. This is too worn. And the vest was sewn and cut on this one, but it just looks too big and it's not perfect. It was my first attempt. so I tried my best. Here on the buttons, these are pearlized, but you can tell they're kind of see-through a little bit. I think they're a little too transparent, so I was happy when I did find these. My friend Jordy, Toy Story NL, he is from the Netherlands, he sent me these buttons, and they were the perfect kind of milky white pearl, so I was very excited when I did get those. And then I found my own because he stopped selling them. The person who sold this to Jordy, he stopped selling them. So what I did is I found another company who was able to make these, and now I sell them on my shop, TodayIGrewUP.com, because they are able to supply me and I could sell it to you partners. And that is the best button that I feel. These two are better for your movie accurate Woody. But like I said, these aren't bad buttons. I found these on Amazon, but it's really personal preference at the end of the day. They all look great, but these are my personal favorites. One thing that really sets apart all these Woodies from the others is my first attempt JC Alva has the red stitching in the arm. Here we added the red stitching to the JC Alva 1.0 Woody, as it reminds us of when Andy fixed Woody himself at the end of the movie, because Woody's arm had ripped off, and so it's cool to have that effect. I didn't want it on my newest Woody because I was going for Toy Story 2 Woody before his arm ripped, so that's why I didn't want to add it to mine. But it's cool that I have it on at least one of the Woodies that I have for Movie Accurate. I think that's pretty fun. Very cool, and adding a little stuffing to the arm makes it look that much more authentic to that scene at the end of the movie when Andy fixed Woody's arm. Now the belt buckles. They're all different colors, and that's because they're all custom painted. This one was painted by JC Alva. This one was painted by Not a Toy Company, and that was painted by Not a Toy Company. But you can see Not a Toy Company really improved on the color. This looks more like the movie to me. This too yellow, too cheddar yellow. This one's a little bit too like light yellow. And I think this is a perfect balance of these two colors, and it looks more like the movie, in my personal opinion, like this buckle, and that's why this one's my favorite. Looking at the holsters, JC Alva did an incredible job on this one. Really got the little tiny silver lining paint around the jewel. It's hard to see, so that's why it's not the best one, but he did a great job. He tried his best. I think it looks really good. I kind of messed up on the holster because as I was making it, I had to shave down this other glued piece, and then I had to overlay this one. I did get the silver washer on there and the jewel, so it does look good. I even cut this as well. But I painted this to look like leather myself, and I don't think it came out as great as what Not a Toy Company did. Not a Toy Company here did a lot cleaner of a job, and it just looks, the paint is perfect, it looks leather. This one's too shiny, and this one's perfect, and it's just right. It has the metal silver detailing. It's just got everything that I need. Also, the holster swings like the movie, very movie accurate to do that. This one not as much, and the JC Alva one's kind of hard to move. It's kind of there, but not really. This one is okay, but Not a Toy Company nailed it here on the latest Woody. I think that looks the best, and I'm very happy about that. The jeans, I think they're too dark. These are fake printed on jeans from 2010, white logo. They got better for the 2009. I dyed these myself to look like real denim jeans because they were just too faded and old. They looked really great. And then when I got this brand new Brazil body, I think this is the best one. It's the perfect blue. I think this is too dark. I think this is a tad light still. And I think this is a perfect blend of both these colors, which is closer to what I feel Woody was in Toy Story 1 or 2. It was lighter, and it got darker with time. In Toy Story 3 and 4, he had darker jeans, but I really like these a lot. I'm biased, of course, because they're mine, but this is a brand new Thinkway Toys 2009 rare Brazil body. Can't get better than that. Brand new jeans. They're not faded at all, and I didn't have to custom paint them or anything, so those are my personal favorites. And the boots. The colors are interesting. I really like the newest Woody. I think I like the darker brown. Looks more like the movie. It's a nice mix. This is too orangey. This one's too in between. I don't think it's quite dark enough. It's a little too bright. The spur colors, though, are all pretty good. I do like this yellow best because in the movie the spurs did look bright yellow. They didn't look as like cheddar cheese as these. It's just not my personal favorite color for Woody spurs. I think they're nailed on the new one. So now Toy Company did improve that, and I do like that a lot. JC Alva did a really clean job. I really like his handwriting there for Andy. This one's okay. I had to I want to do the peel away look. In Toy Story 2, when Woody rubs the paint off and then reveals Andy's name, I do like that look. And then this one's a lot cleaner for the newest Woody that I have. It's like a decal that Not a Toy Company got. So I think that's probably the most accurate shape. but I liked the way JC Elvis looks. It looks more organic. So they're all great. They're just different in their own ways. And I don't know, I'm happy with this newest one, but that is definitely really, really awesome. On the back here, all the pull string rings are the same size, same quality. You can get them on my shop right now, TodayIGrewUP.com. I do sell them, and I think they're the best color, quality, shape, size, because there's some pull string rings out there that look like this, but they're just not a true white. They're kind of off-white, or they look see-through, they look cheaper. These are definitely quality rings, and I think they look super awesome. They look just like they jumped out of the movie screen. I love it. All three of them have the same voice box. It's got the Divine Child voice box, which is really great. Tom Hanks voices in it, has the original pull string phrases from the movie. Here in the back, you can see that I messed up on the dye job when dyeing the jeans. I got a little bit of blue there, and that doesn't go away. I tried to clean it off, but it's fine. It's my work in progress. This is my perfect one, so I'm not complaining. But you can just see that the vest is best on this new one. I think it's okay on this one, but it's old and faded. Probably shrunk in the wash a little bit too much. And then this one, we tried our best with tailoring. It's okay, but this is definitely the most perfect body in my personal opinion. Also added stuffing to the body, so it looks a lot better. The differences may be slight for some, but for me, looking at them, there is huge differences between these three Woodies, but I'm just happy that I finally got the perfect one here on the right. This is what I feel was my most perfect attempt with the help of my friends, and I don't think I could ever top this Woody unless we do a better head design or something, but everything else, I think the body's perfect, everything else is perfect on this Woody. And there you have it, a look at all my movie accurate Woodies that I've worked really hard over the years to make and inspire others out there that if you work hard, put your mind to it, never give up, dream big, you can accomplish anything and make impossible into possible, and that's how our dreams can come true. Let me know in the comment section below, which is your favorite custom Woody of mine and why? And have you made one yourself? I'd love to hear more about that in the comment section below. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, see you later for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.